everybody to this sideline.
Yeah, leader.
All right. So our main offensive set is something called triangle. Now, the cool thing with triangle is it is so basic that like elementary school teams can run it, and it can get so complex that professional NBA and WNBA players can run triangle offense. So it's pretty easy to understand the basics, but then there's so much you can do with it that it's hard to defend. So to give you an idea, if you've heard of like Kobe Bryant, RIP, if you've heard of like Shaquille O'Neal, if you've heard of Michael Jordan, they all ran the triangle offense. Okay, so it is complex enough that people who we argue are the best basketball players to ever do it can do this offense, but it can be so easy that like fourth graders and third graders can do it too. Okay, and fifth graders, right? So we're going to talk about how we are going to run our version of the triangle offense. Okay, so you remember how that first day I kind of talked about different positions? We said the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. So we don't really use those names in our offense. We're going to use names that are a little bit more descriptive. So we're going to have our point guard. We're going to have our point. So Claire, come out to point, please. Okay, so the point guard in this offense is going to be kind of free throw or like just off the free throw lane kind of extended. So anywhere from in here to in here, from the middle of the court to kind of where this green line is. Anywhere in there is where she's going to bring the ball down. Okay? So we also have another perimeter player called the wing. So remember, we call it the wing. Okay? The wing is going to be here at the wing, where the free throw line and the three-point line intersect. So we have a wing player here. Okay? Let's have Emery come to that wing. Emery, go back. Okay, let's have Noel come to the wing. Okay, so the wing is going to be right here. Our third person is going to be the rover. Okay, so rover is going to line up here in the long corner. And if I remember last year, Evie, you ran a lot of this, right? Yep, so come to rover. Okay. Our fourth position is going to be center. Okay. Leah, come to center. So in our offense, remember, center does not line up in the block. We start in this second line here. So center is going to be in the second line here. Okay. Before we talk about our fifth and final player, I want you to notice something. Remember yesterday I told you we split the court in half? So if we look, we've got a triangle here, don't we? We got wing, rover, center. They make a triangle. There's a lot of things we can do with that. So ladies that were down here, remember I told you, notice a triangle, remember it because it's going to come in handy later. And then Caber, you made a really awesome kind of point as well. So Caber said, well, it looks kind of like a diamond because she was counting herself in there, and that's right. It's kind of, if you count the point guard, it's kind of a diamond shape. But usually the point guard is going to be kind of in the middle of the court here, and so we're counting the people on the side of the court, right? So we've got a triangle here, okay? Our fifth position is going to be the post, okay? Fifth position is going to be the post. Emery, come to post. Way to be coachable and learn. I appreciate that. So our post player is going to be parallel with our center. Okay? So here's why this can be so good for us. This gives Claire, or our point guard, a lot of choices. We've got a triangle side to the offense. We've got a two-man side to the offense. So we can do things with just these two girls here. We can do things with the girls over here. Okay? So if we're doing like a two-man something, okay, we have a play called two-man. So what's going to happen if Claire calls two-man is our post is going to come from her position in the post, and she's going to come up to the elbow. Okay? Claire is going to give a pass to that player. Claire is then going to have a couple of choices, right? If she feels like she could take the girl on a dribble drive, she's going to come in close. So if Claire's like, yeah, I'm passing to this girl, she's going to pass it. She's going to come here, get a handoff, and she's going to take that dribble all the way to the basket. Did you see what Leah did as soon as Claire starts coming to the basket? Leah turns, she starts coming to the basket, right? Yes. So that way, if Claire misses, Leah can get the rebound. Or, let's say, so go ahead, like we're doing, so you are two men, right? Let's say that I have really good defense out there. She can pass it to Leah, and Leah can score. You'll get that. You'll get that. Okay? Now, here's the other thing that, well, there's other things we can do with the two-man. Let's say Claire makes that pass, or two-man, Claire makes the pass, and she can't get the, like, this rope. She doesn't have it. Claire can go wide. This is kind of a higher level basketball thing. Jay, if you know who Jay is, she was stupidly good at this last year. She did really well of reading what Claire was doing. If Claire went out wide like that, Jay automatically knew, okay, that girl's going to go out. So what Jay would do, if Claire went out wide, she would pivot in here, she would attack here. Leah, what would you do? Come to the basket. Now, Jay could either shoot it, pass it to Leah, pass it to Claire. And Claire would be out there waiting to shoot. Okay? So, that is two-man. Okay? So, let's go ahead and kind of run through two-man a couple of times so people can see it. Then we'll get an opportunity to practice it. Now, when the two-man is going on over here, so we're doing two-man over here. You girls, when the ball goes over there, this is where we can kind of cut and look to get open, and we just kind of move around so we're not standing still. Yeah. Honestly, if we're doing two-man, you probably aren't going to get the ball. But if you just stand there like, then that makes it really easy for the defense. So if we're going two-man, and Claire goes that way, you should probably rotate up here, right? And then where should you kind of come? We're going to kind of come up here, right? That's awesome. Nice job. So now, hold on, pause, stay where we are. So let's think about this. And this is kind of awesome. Is this making sense? If we're going too fast, we can slow down. Okay? Is it making sense so far? Yes. Awesome. So, look what happens here. Because remember, this offense is all about making a, what shape? Triangle. Right? So, hold on. Yeah. So, if we go two-man, and Claire comes out here, now Claire goes to like, she's the rover, right? So, we have Noelle, who came up here, because remember, Emory has the ball at the elbow, right? If Noelle's open, Emory can pass it back and Noelle can go. Or if Noelle is covered, what does Noelle do? Comes out to the wing. And then what does Eva do? She comes up to the point guard spot. All right? Now, what do you think you would do with the ball, Emory? Who would you give it to? All right? And if you give it to Eva, remember, where does our center start? Second strike. So between the second and third strike. So now what we did is just by rotating over, because we moved our triangle to the other side, didn't we? Okay? We've got a rover. We've got a wing. We've got a point guard. We've got, so who used to be our post is now our center, because now she's in the center of the offense. And what used to be our center is now our post, because they're off by themselves on the back side. Okay? So does that kind of make sense? Okay, so we're going to show this, and we're just going to kind of jog through it. So we're not going to walk through it. We're not going to go super fast. Set up triangle from the beginning. Set up triangle from the beginning. Okay? We're gonna go two-man. Two-man's not gonna be there, and we gotta get the triangle to the other side. So call two-man. Nope, it's not there. Oh, that's Travis gave up the ball, so we gotta make sure we're on it, right? So, Henry, don't be so quick to give up the ball. We gotta give him a chance to work. If you're just looking at pass, you might miss an opportunity to go score, right? So, because there's gonna be a girl here in the video, and what might happen is when Claire goes there, your girl might go stop, right? Right? So then we can look to either get a back door, or you can turn the other way and attack the middle of the lane. So you gotta make sure you're looking at this. Because if your girl goes to help, now this one. Okay? That makes sense. So don't be patient. Let's run that again. So we're going to go through two-man. The two-man doesn't work, and we're going to switch the triangle. Ready? Go. That's not there. Nice. Good. Okay. So now we're going to go two-man. And we're going to rotate it over. So two-man. That's not there. That's not there. Wait. And now we're going to our triangle. So we got so you pull get back to your spot on that card. All right. So now we're in our triangle. Does that make sense? Can we see that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's go ahead and practice two-man. Just understanding what to do in two-man. The different things we can do off of two-man. And if you want, you can work to rotate in a triangle. Or we could just look at the different shots available in two-man, whichever you want to do. Okay? All right. So we'll kind of flip sides. So the people that were with Coach Jones down here, go over there. The people that were with me down there, come over here. Ready? Go. That's on the triangle. Yeah, we're going to talk about triangle. We'll talk about X today. We'll talk about legs. We'll talk about all that sort of stuff. Okay? Okay. So, I do want to make sure that we understand our two-man side against a defense. Okay? So, that group that was just on offense, come to offense. I know that we've kind of mismatched up our colors and stuff, but I want you to go to the girl that you were guarding on defense. So, who was guarding Claire? Okay. Who was guarding Eva? Oh, but you're on this. Okay, so Bria on Leah. Faith on Emery. And then I've got Noel. Okay? So, I'll pause this. Okay, so remember how we had the two-man side and we had the triangle side. So, one of our big plays on the triangle side is going to be X. Okay, so that same group that was out here, come back out to your spots. No, just offense. So,
way to hustle, though.
yes, I do love that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about some of the things we could do on the two-man side. X is something we can do on the triangle side. Okay, so on the triangle side of this, what'll happen if we're going to run X is the point guard is going to pass it to the wing. Okay? Remember, if the team is playing man defense, that's going to force them to shift because the girl who is there is now going to be denied. This girl is now going to be what?
Ball.
What?
Ball.
What is this girl going to be?
Down.
Denied. What is this girl going to be?
Help.
She's going to be help or deny, right? This is going to be kind of hard because remember, she's going to be here. Okay? So, when the ball is here, Leah, or our center and our post, go ahead and get the ball back to Claire. The ball is here. We're going to be here. right? So if Leah's here for offense, don't pass it, but if Leah's here for offense, and I'm playing defense, I'm defending here, right? As soon as the ball goes there, what is Leah going to do? She's going to move. So now I have to move. Do you see how that created space? So now, when that pass comes here and Leah's moving, she just got herself open because I'm not going to be able to play as good a defense. So what's going to happen for X is we pass from the point guard to the wing to the center. Okay? So now the center has the ball. What's going to happen with X is our wing and our rover are literally going to make the shape of an X. So, after Noelle passes, or after the wing passes to the center, she is going to follow the ball. She has a couple of choices. She can, again, if her girl is late, so let's pretend I'm guarding Noelle, right? And Noelle takes off, and I'm behind her. Noelle can get the handoff and go for the layoff, right? But in all honesty, if Noelle cuts, and I'm this girl here, what am I probably going to do? I'm going to slide over. So that's probably not going to be open, is it? Okay, so what's going to happen with X is the wing is going to come here. If they don't get the ball, they're going to run all the way to the long corner. So now what position is she in over there?
Over.
Is it guard, wing, or rover?
Rover.
She's rover. Okay, so now we have a rover over there. Okay? So, after that girl goes and makes her cut, our rover over here is going to come, and she's going to look to get the ball. Same thing. If her girl is like late, she can come and get this, step here, look to make a shot, and then we roll off and she takes the ball, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at that. The shot's not going to be there. The shot's not going to be there. Okay. Oh, reset that. I need a better pass, girl.
Okay.
That was lazy. Thank you.
Not there.
Okay. Good. So, notice what happens. Right? If we look, like we've talked about, we split the court in half. What do we have on this side?
Triangle.
Do we see the triangle over here? What do we have over here? Two men. Right? And Leah's got the ball. So now, Leah has a couple of choices. Let's say that roll isn't there. She can pass it back up to Claire. And if that pass goes to Claire, what can we do now? We could do two-man over here. What else could we do? X over here. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yes, Coach.
Are we sure?
Yes.
All right, so let's take a couple seconds to just run through X. We only have about 4 or 5 minutes left before we need to get together. So let's get back to those same groups we were at, and we're going to practice X. Okay? Here we go.